Welcome to Movies in a Few Minutes. If you're new here, consider subscribing. Lee Dae-ho is a single father and manager of the 120-story luxurious landmark building complex Tower Sky in Uido, Seoul. He is an earnest employee liked by his colleagues and is secretly in love with Seo Yoon-hee, a restaurant manager. The owner of the complex, Mr. Jo, decides to hold a white Christmas party for tenants and VIPs on Christmas Eve, with helicopters circling above with huge lights attached below them. Sprinkling snow onto the party, Dae-ho has promised to spend the day at an amusement park with his daughter Hana, but had to cancel when he is needed at the party. However, the building has faulty water sprinklers due to frozen pipes, but Mr. Cha, the Tower Sky's safety section head, is more concerned for the party than any possible architectural errors within the building, despite warnings from his fellow employers about these errors. One example of their warnings is when cook Young Chol accidentally leaves a stove on for too long and causes a minor fire. Young Cheo is in love with a receptionist within the building named Min Young and even sneaks out of the kitchen while on duty to make her an ice cream. Meanwhile, Lee Sun-woo is a rookie fireman entering the UAD fire station. When he gets accepted, he learns that many of the firefighters get more breaks than actual firefighting. In a prank to fool Sang-woo, the other firefighters ring the fire alarm for the squad to assemble while he takes a shower, causing him to appear in front of his entire team naked, much to the other firefighters and even his own pleasure as they put his helmet on him for the first time. While the party is in full swing, and while Yang Cheo proposes a rose to Min Young in an elevator, huge gusts of wind cause one of the helicopters to lose control, and the attached lights crash into the glass bridge connecting the two Tower Sky buildings and into a side of one of the buildings. Another one of the helicopters then crashes into the building, causing the helicopter to leak fuel and the building catches fire. Shards of glass fall onto the partygoers below, which include Mr. Yoon and his friend Mrs. Young, while another one of the huge lights falls and crashes onto a bus. At one point, while evacuating, some people, including a security guard, board an elevator despite warnings not to use it, as the security guard rejects Yoon-hee and Hana from entering just as they are about to board. While traveling down, an explosion occurs below the elevator, which stops it in its path. This literally fires the people inside while melting their shoes until the elevator explodes, killing everyone in it. Dae-ho moves quickly to save Hana, Yoon-hee and his colleagues. At the same time, firefighters Kang Young-ki and So-woo fight to bring the blaze under control, helping Dae-ho in the process. Together, they fight to save the lives of everyone. While Yoon-hee, Hana, Yang Chol, Min Young and the others take refuge in the building's Chinese restaurant, the firefighters decide to contain the blaze at its origin, the 63rd floor, where the helicopter crashed. Despite containing the fire on that floor, it spreads further within the building. In the end, Young-ki sacrifices his own life to save not only Sun-woo, but for all people in the future by detonating the switch manually inside the water storage tanks to allow the current to carry the remaining survivors through the sewers and out into the Han River, since he accidentally dropped the remote control switch while on his way. Meanwhile, the mayor of Seoul orders the firefighters to detonate a bomb to demolish the building in order to prevent it from toppling over onto the other twin tower, which will result in cascade effect structural failure of Tower Sky and decimate the portion of the island district of Yeouido, causing colossal damage and casualties. Before the credits roll, The camera points out in the air towards 63 building, with the remains of Tower Sky seen in the background as morning rises on Christmas Day, which is now left with a single 108-story skyscraper with Uedo district shrouded below by a cloud of dust generated by the collapsing ruins of the Riverview Tower.